to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Harriet. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hooray!
She loves her cake. We're celebrating Harriet's 168th birthday. Woo! Happy birthday, sweetheart. Woo! On this adventure, we're going to take you to meet her relatives.
Before finding a home at Australia Zoo, Harriet traveled the world. We will follow her footsteps and explore the islands where this giant Galapagos land tortoise was collected in 1835 by the great naturalist Charles Darwin. Her home country is a place where untamed animals happily coexist with people, even in the cities.
Our search takes us across the Pacific Ocean and along the equator to the South American country of Ecuador. We're starting our journey here in downtown Guayaquil, Ecuador. This is an iguana sanctuary right in the middle of town. During the night, they camp up in the trees, and as the day warms up, they come down. There's little feeding stations. It's a fabulous place.
If you are going to pick a reptile that's perfectly at home with humans, it would have to be a South American green iguana. They just don't see people as a threat, and if we leave anything edible nearby, they're into it. These guys have no fear and no respect.
Can you believe these iguanas right in the hustle and bustle of downtown Guayaquil?
This one's a dominant male of the species, and that head bobbing is a territorial display. He's saying, all you other males keep off my turf. The city of Guayaquil provides the food and sets the ground rules. It's the people who are fenced off, and iguanas have right of way.
Isn't this amazing? Urban iguanas. They're quite tolerant of people, it's amazing. And this bloke's even had his tail broken, maybe a car accident, and it's regenerated.
There's nothing to stop an iguana defending itself. Their teeth and claws are certainly sharp enough, but nothing seems to make them aggressive. They tolerate almost anything, even when the attention never seems to end. Anytime they want to escape, there's a safety zone. The grass is off limits to people, and the iguanas have learned they'll be safe on the lawn or up a tree.
The smaller, less dominant male iguanas have got quite short spikes on their neck. The bigger, more dominant they are, the bigger their spikes. This has got the biggest we've seen. He's probably the king of the territory.
There is a theory that the marine iguanas of the Galapagos evolved over millions of years, originating from the mainland. They may have come out on large mats of floating vegetation, or even their eggs may have floated out to the Galapagos Islands. And the marine iguanas have evolved and adapted to an aquatic lifestyle. It could be that their relatives on the mainland once were like these green iguanas here in Guayaquil, Ecuador.
When South American rivers are in full flood, it's easy to see how scientists came up with the raft theory of animal ocean crossings. The El Nino is affecting the entire world. Down here in South America, it's flooded. There's more water than you can poke a stick at. And these giant chunks of vegetation, logs, sticks, entire trees are all going down through the river, out the mouth and into the ocean.
We're following the flow of water 500 miles into the Pacific Ocean to the Galapagos Islands. This archipelago of more than 200 volcanic islands is one of the world's unique wildlife sanctuaries.
The only way to explore the Galapagos is by boat. Most of the islands are uninhabited. Our first encounter with the island wildlife is a Galapagos hawk. It's riding the updrafts that swirl around the incredibly rugged cliffs and peaks. This is one of the most spectacular places we've ever visited.
The Galapagos Islands are one of the most active oceanic volcanic regions in the entire world. Now, the islands first started forming about 10 million years ago. The volcanoes were erupting and building mountains under the ocean. As they built up,
They started forming islands above the water level, and the tectonic plates were all moving, pushing material up as well. 10 million years ago is when they started forming, but until 5 million years ago, the islands didn't look the way they do today. Now you can see there's vegetation that's come on, animals have migrated in, and it looks like it's all done and built, but that's not true. The volcanoes are still erupting, and the islands are moving slowly east, as this is a big vent area in the center of the Earth. There are currently 13 large islands, 6 small islands, and 40 islets with names, and numerous small rocks and little islets that have yet to be named. And this is one of the most fantastic geological regions in the world.
Evolution on separate islands has produced a unique collection of wildlife.
The giant Galapagos land tortoise used to number in the hundreds of thousands. In the last 2 centuries, whalers and other people that were eating the tortoises were responsible for decimating their numbers. Today, only about 15,000 tortoises are found throughout the Galapagos Islands.
There's 2 distinct shell shapes in the Galapagos land tortoise. This is a saddleback. What a spectacular shell design. Now they've evolved this to enable them with their long legs to reach up high, extend their neck right up and graze because they live in the drier, lower islands.
The saddleback evolved to be able to reach taller vegetation. By the time they were first studied, Harriet's cousins had evolved in 14 different directions. Now out here it can be hard to find something to eat, so he's constantly in search for vegetation on the ground as well as in the limbs. Now he'll eat anything, even the spines and pads off the Opuntia cactus. Definitely designed for this volcanic terrain.
Throughout the archipelago of the Galapagos, giant land tortoises can be very approachable. Some of the volcanoes you can walk right up to them and they'll just sleep and slumber without a problem in the world. Others, like Harriet's family, are very difficult to find. Aren't they the most fantastic looking animals, perfectly adapted to their environment?
Have a look at this. They're dead set like a mini bulldozer.
They're incredibly tough animals, and once they pass the hatchling stage, there are no natural predators. They allow people extremely close, even when big males are aggressively claiming dominance in the mating season.
It's easy to tell why their Latin name is Guayaquil elephantophus. When you look at this foot, it's a lot like an elephant's.
Which allows them to easily walk over some of the roughest and hottest terrain in the entire world, the volcanic lava, which is baking in the heat of the equator.
The male giant Galapagos land tortoise is different than the female for several reasons. They have a longer tail, which helps them to mate. They also have a concave plastron, which keeps them from rolling off the female during mating. And they can get quite large. They can weigh up to about 500 pounds.
Well, have a look at the size of his tail. Big tail. This is a big male.
Giant land tortoises are known to drink enormous amounts of water, but like other reptiles, they can go for months, long periods, without even a drink.